Mark Tremonti thing was pretty cool. Even if you don't like that kind of music for whatever reason, which I love, I think it's awesome. Frank Sinatra, I think is great. But you got to know that he did a great job doing that. So
he put like you said, he put the work in.
I know.
You know.
So I got my buddy. The reason actually Angel was the one that got hold of me and said, "Hey, don't you got a buddy that could get hold of Mark Tremonti?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Dale Torberg. I know because I talked to Dale about this like a year ago, and Dale's been trying to get me to do something to go along, to go along with it to help raise funds, just like Mark was asking us about." And I had to tell Dale, I'm like, man, I can't sing, it would be terrible. And what worked out great about what he did was it was great. so everybody wins, I wouldn't want to make anyone listen to me singing. And anyway, is that him? Oh, okay. We're gonna have Michael Ealy here in a minute. But if you were gonna step outside of your comfort zone, Carlos, what would it be?
Man. Country album?
A country album? Okay, all right.
I don't know. There's a bunch of different stuff I've tried, but I was like sitting there going like, all right, what would be something interesting like that?
I know. That's what I was telling Dale yesterday. I said, Dale, anything that's outside of my comfort zone, I've kind of done before.
Yeah.
I sang My Way on stage at the House of Blues in an Elvis outfit. I've done stand-up comedy at the Improv. I've like all these things that would most people make you uncomfortable. I've kind of done it. Other than gay porn, I've not done that. I would be very uncomfortable. I'd be super uncomfortable doing that. But
would you? You did that privately.
Hey, on the line with us right now, we've got Michael Ealy is with us. Yesterday we talked to Omar Epps about the new film that's coming out, The Devil You Know, and we got Michael on with us today. Michael, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How you doing, Russ?
I am wonderful. Thank you for talking to us today, man. How excited are you about the film coming out tomorrow? We talked to Omar yesterday, and he's pretty jacked up about this one. He says he's been working on it for like 8 years, and it's like a passion project. Is it the same with you?
Yeah, I haven't been working on it for 8 years, but yeah, it was definitely a passion project. I came on board about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. And I am honored, thrilled, and I'm really excited for people to see this film. It's a compelling family drama. It's about how one particular action or any particular action can tear apart what seems to be a very tight-knit family. And if you grew up in a big family, or if you have a large extended family, I think you really will relate to this film. And I think, in lieu of recent events, there's a certain brotherhood and a camaraderie and a love and affection that is much needed right now in terms of, watching these four brothers kind of galvanize and, around each other and try and help each other through this particular tough time.
Yeah. Hey, as an actor, when we talked to Omar yesterday, he said, yeah, the movie's coming out on Friday, and it's only going to be in AMC theaters, which is so weird. You actually have to go to the movies to see it, which is such a weird concept, because before 2 years ago, that's the way it always was. As an actor, are you excited about that, or are you wishing that it was on other platforms? Like, what's your thought process on it being exclusively at AMC theaters?
I wish there was a more wide release. To be honest with you, I wish it could be in 4,000 screens. I really do. I have to be cognizant of what it is that is happening right now in terms of the pandemic and the end of it, and people aren't necessarily comfortable with it, and so you're not going to go wide with something like this, like you would a Spider-Man type of movie. But I get that. I'm happy that people will get to experience the film in a theater. I've seen it three times, twice in a theater, and I think it plays well in a theater. So I'm happy that people will get a chance to experience in a theater. We will get back into theaters. I'm aware of that. And I think, movies like this will kind of help, kind of galvanize people to coming back into the theaters, because we got to get back to that experience. We can't lose that forever. I love watching movies in my house. I do.
Yeah.
But I miss that. I miss that communal experience of watching movies, even with people that talk too much. I miss it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I miss it.
Hey,
you know what I mean? I want to get back to it.
I did several people. They sent me texts and said that you're working on or worked with the new show Bel Air, which I'm watching Bel Air. But are you working on that?
Yes, I did. I did do work in the first season. Yeah.
What was the experience like? I mean, did you was like Will Smith on the set at the time or no?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't there any of the days I was there. Morgan Cooper is the creator, and Malcolm Spellman, and others are like executive producers. Look, it was. I think it's a great. I'm not a big fan of reboots.
Yeah.
But I felt after reading the script that this was a very, very timely reboot. This was so well done.
I liked it.
It's the kind of show, it's the kind of show you can watch. I think it's important to watch with your kids, not your young kids.
Right. Yeah, because Carlton got a cocaine problem. That's a weird. I was like, what is going on here? Angel, question for Michael Ealy. New film coming out tomorrow, The Devil You Know.
Now, Michael, a huge fan of yours, and I've been rolling with you for the majority of your career. And I know that, like you just mentioned, you thought this was a timely reboot. Before that, you were not really a big fan. I'm curious if you're a fan of sequels, because everyone seems to be getting the call, and I'm waiting for you to get the call to be in the last couple Fast and the Furious. What's going on there?
Hey, man, you and me both. I'm like, come on.
They bring back everybody.
What? I mean, you brought back everybody. Now you add, like, Jason Momoa?
That's what I'm saying. They give Michael a call. We need you in this.
Why you bringing in Jason Momoa, but I can't get I was in the second one. Like, why can't I get a call? Like, I can't. It's so funny because I was in the same one as Ludacris, right? Mm-hmm. And Tyrese. They both came out in the second one. I was in that same one. Them cats is cashing checks. Nine movies later, they cashing checks, and I'm still like this. Hey, man.
Hey, so
I didn't die.
Right.
So I'm eligible.
Mm-hmm. And the third one was
eligible in a way.
The third one was Tokyo Drift, right? And they kind of got away from almost everybody in Tokyo Drift. And
yeah,
they got away from everybody, and then they came back. And,
I have the perfect way for you to come back. You come back. The first way we get you in the new one, you redeem yourself, you win your race, and you're back in with the crew.
Hey, man, listen, I take it. I have no problem. I never thought that this franchise would be still around on, what was the last one, 9?
17.
Right?
17.
Carlos, question for
10.
Yeah, man.
I got to get in it.
Go ahead, Carlos, question for Michael Ealy.
Michael, Hollywood's being attacked right now. It's Hollywood this, Hollywood that. You have done so many films, TV shows, videos with Mariah Carey. There's nothing you haven't done, voice work. So people would consider you Hollywood. But, Michael, tell them about an actor. Yeah. I happen to be an actor, and it's so blue-collar. It's so like what you're saying. I just want to get work, man. I just want to keep working. That's all I really want to do. What is your Hollywood lifestyle like, Michael?
Here's an example. I'm on a show right now called Reasonable Doubt for Hulu. And on the first day, one of the second ADs comes up to me, and that's assistant directors, and he comes up to me and says, I see you all the time at Target. And I said,
that's Hollywood, man.
And I said, with pride, for sure. Yeah, I go to Target all the time. My daughter thinks, the finest clothes are at Target. You're right. Like I don't necessarily live the same lifestyle as some of the people, the fancy people. I'm blessed. I'm happy. But, like, I do try to keep it as simple as possible. I'm from Maryland. I don't subscribe to the compound lifestyle thing.
Right. I think
You know what
most
I mean?
actors
And
are like
I
that,
don't
Michael. I think most are, and people
Yeah,
try and
most
categorize
are.
them.
Most
You know,
are.
yeah. There's a few
Yeah.
elite that are in that
Most
weird
are.
world.
Hey,
Yeah.
Michael, when you work with
There's
someone like
definitely. I mean, there's elite and everything, yeah. But there's definitely, most of us are just trying to get our health insurance.
Hey, Michael, when you work with someone like Samuel L. Jackson, do you get nervous? Do you get nervous, or are you that confident in your acting ability that you don't get nervous about that?
Good question. I worked with Sir Anthony Hopkins
Ooh.
on a film, ironically, with Chris Rock years ago when I first got started, right before Barbershop, actually. This was a movie, and Anthony Hopkins, I did a scene with him, and I flubbed my lines the first take, and he pulled me aside and said, "Relax. You worked on this. You got it. Let it go." I said, "Yes, sir." And that was it.
That's pretty
And
cool.
all of a sudden, I've never been intimidated. Now I look at the opportunity to work with someone like a Sam or, an icon in the business. I look at that as an opportunity to create a good project.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's very
I
cool.
don't look at it as you're gonna bring something better than me. It's not about that.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
because now I'm going to bring my A game, and I was told by one of the greatest to let it go.
Hey, Michael,
Yes.
I know you're on a schedule. Every 10 minutes you're talking to someone else. But
Oh, man.
We appreciate you taking time to talk to us today. Good luck with the film. Once again,
Good luck, man.
It comes out tomorrow. It's The Devil You Know at all AMC theaters. And it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Pleasure talking to you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, there you go. Michael Ealy. What a nice
Very
guy.
cool.
That was
Super
cool.
nice.
All right, and if you missed that, we'll pull it and put it